Hello, Libra. Welcome to your July 2022 reading. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Libra. We're also going to include some romance. So if Venus is in your, Libra is your Venus, then we're going to be looking at you as well. So this is a general reading. We're going to look at love, career, finance, whatever comes through me, I will relate it to you through the cards. And I've already shuffled and pulled some of them out. So we are going to take an in-depth look at what's going to take place in the month of July. Now, I will tell you, July is going to be a huge month where there's going to be a lot of victory. There's going to be a lot of people overcoming the defeats that they've been dealing with. And I don't feel you're any exception. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. You're starting off with the first week, the Ace of Wands, and that is a beautiful energy. That is something that is very passionate inside of you. You're going to walk toward it. You're getting this new opportunity that is just going to excite you about life overall in general. Now, for some of you, this is doing your life and soul purpose together. And I am getting a lot of that message for the month of July for a lot of people, where you're transitioning out of an old phase and getting ready to bloom into this new chapter of your life, this new whole entire course direction. It's shifting and the energy is shifting. I will be doing energy shift readings, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. So this in the first week is what's going on. This is a new opportunity that is going to excite you. It is going to make you very, very excited. Now we're going to look at all phases, but let me go ahead and pull the cards as we go. The Nine of Pentacles, and this is you. And every time I see this card, although it does remind me of Virgo, it actually reminds me of the Libra Virgo, those of you who are on that cusp right there. So if you're walking that cusp, you are definitely going to be feeling like things are going your way. The Nine of Pentacles is you are almost there to that Ten of Pentacles, feeling grounded, secure. You're happy with everything in your life. You're achieving prosperity and you know it's on the way. So you're looking absolutely beautiful so far in the first 2 weeks of the month. Now you may not be feeling that today, the day that you're looking at this video, but this is what's coming, and I'm recording this the end of June. So these videos are timeless. Whatever time you feel prompted to look at it, if you see it coming through your feed, it is the right one for you. You can even look back a year ago and look at that video and see if it is that time frame for you, because we're actually completing a 3-year cycle, starting new ventures in life, and you're going to feel very confident about this new opportunity, this new offer that's coming in. For a lot of you, we cannot hit this level to achieve this until we've been on both sides, where we master the light and we master the dark within. And what I mean is the high vibrations and the low vibrations that you carry, the way you think, the way you feel, everything about you has to be in that center area. And that's where you guys are headed, and it's beautiful. Now, some of you, this may be a teaching opportunity, it may be a leadership opportunity, but let's keep going. We have the Three of Cups, and this is a great energy. By the third week, you're going to be celebrating whatever this is, this new opportunity that's going to put you almost front and center. And I do feel, although I don't see you standing at a podium, like, speaking on a public platform per se, that doesn't mean it isn't there, but it's about the leadership qualities you have in you, where you are transforming whatever was into something absolutely incredible. And it's worth celebrating with friends, with family. Something's going to take place that is really going to excite you again, like I said, back into life, like enjoying life, seeing the beauty of life, seeing the true colors, and the real clarity is coming through. You guys might have gone through an awakening period where you are seeing a higher, you're seeing the truth around you. And for some of you, this is another ascension. You may have felt that you've been already gone through the ascension process, but it is in stages. It comes in increments. So this may very well be that's what you're celebrating on your own. Now we have the card of Judgment. So this is an opportunity to take a look at this situation and do what's right for you. This is triumph over defeat. the Judgment card. Taking that last stand and saying, I am going to go for it. Almost like the Fool card, okay? And I hope it comes out for you because that's the energy that's coming through. Now, these are multiple messages, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to see everything that we can through this reading. So Libra, that first week is going to be dynamic, but the entire month is going to really put you in a place of empowerment. Like, it's not having control of your life, but you are, well, it's not controlling, it's in control of the direction, the choices you make. So you really know what's going on. So, oh, here you go. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. The cards follow my messages. My messages are guided. I hear them. That's why they come out so quick. And they usually come out before the cards. So this is Que Sera Sera. This is you saying, I'm going to go for it. Whatever this is, you are going to go for it. Now we also have, there you go, Justice. So it isn't about revenge. It's about justice. It's about knowing that everything you've been through, remember, you had to master both sides of you, the emotional body and the mental body, in order to align in the soul, in the true authentic self. And this is like jumping off a cliff, right? And saying, I know I have faith, I have a parachute, something is going to be a benefit by whatever you're doing. So you're going to take a leap of faith and say yes, because it's part of your destiny, all right? This is balancing the scales of whatever you went through. These cards are so positive, and we're going to pull more detail to see what the negative is. But let me tell you, whatever this was, to get the Ace of Wands, you had to have the 10 of Wands. So this is that heavy burden that you've been carrying, looking for a job, applying for jobs, writing out I'm hearing new organization plans. Now that may very well be for those of you on the cusp between Libra and Virgo, but it's like writing out a plan, not necessarily a plan of destiny. That's already in play. It's writing out a way to get out of an old situation and dump that burden as you go forward. And you're going to receive this amazing opportunity. Now, we have the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant is about change. It's about balancing the scales. And this is going to wind up being in your favor. Whatever you've been dealing with, you guys, this is a great opportunity for you to make that leap of faith. Take that jump and make the jump and take the leap of faith, because it's going to come back to you threefold. I'm hearing three, not twofold. I'm hearing 1, 2, threefold. Okay, now for some of you, I feel that this is a justice type situation when it comes to a relationship overall in general. But with this Hierophant, it's also about the belief system of you, your family, your relationships, and society overall in general. So I feel that you're seeing the world in a different way. You're seeing your partner in a different way, your family. You understand why you were separated from family. You understand why all the things that you went through, they all make sense. Because now you can see what direction your destiny is. You can see where you're supposed to go. And you'll be making that decision as we go forward. Now, we have the 7 of Swords, okay? The 7 of Swords is saying that you're going to make this decision because you do understand the lessons. It's just reiterating what I said, Libra, where you're going to be pulling all of this information, everything you've seen, and you're going to turn it into your favor. It's almost that like a magician kind of an energy, right? But because you can see beyond where you're at. Now, we are going to pull See Beyond cards. Those of you who have already experienced this, not to worry. This is going to touch in a lot of you in a lot of different ways, including the Beyond deck. I'm bringing that in to make sure we touch on those of you who've already gone through this. This is a huge transformation in your life. So some of you have a brand new opportunity coming in. When it comes to career, you have an opportunity coming in that is going to pay off very well. Right around the time of your birthday, Okay, now that doesn't mean you're not going to get the rewards today. You will. You'll start, no, not today, but through the month of July, you will. But the full effect of it is going to happen between your birthday and the end of the year. So it's a great place for you to be. It's one of those things you have to make this decision, this forward movement decision, very forward thinking, without bringing in the past. You're going to leave the past behind and say, I learned this lesson, and I'm leaving all this. I don't need this anymore. I don't need these people. I don't need whatever it is that you're leaving behind. And it is going to pay off big time. When it comes to relationships, family relationships, there is what I'm hearing is it's a restoration of balance between you and your family. I feel some of you have been separated, like I said a little while ago, for quite some time. 2-3, some is 1 to 2 years, some is 2 to 3 years. There's this reuniting with this family member, but it isn't a bad one. It's not like somebody hurt you, devastated you. There was a misunderstanding. There were things said and done that were harsh and they were wrong. However, the misunderstanding almost made it exaggerated, right? So it's like cutting somebody off before they finish their sentence. You may speak very, very fast. They may speak slow, or vice versa. And they only got half of the point across because somebody cut the other person off. So without hearing the full story, it created this drama around you. Now, I also feel there's another person involved in this situation, okay? And this person may have caused the drama. This other individual, who could be a fellow Libra, it may be a Taurian, it could be an Aries, whatever zodiac sign they are, I feel that they were very manipulative in this experience, and they kind of divided the two of you and your family, whoever you were dealing with, you even with your company, if it was with a business, an organization. There was a third person that was sitting here, and they were playing on the fact that maybe you cut them off or they cut you off. Whoever got cut off, there was an injustice done to that person. So you're going to see this big illumination, and this is all about change. You're changing your course direction. You're seeing the truth, and therefore you're changing your life, and you're going to take everything and start something incredible. So let's look at the adversities that may be coming in for you guys as we go forward, and I'll continue to pull detail. The Hangman is taking a step back and, looking at everything from a different angle. We have to look at from the top, from the bottom, from the sides, diagonally, in every different direction so that this justice can be restored. Now, I do feel that for a while there was a little bit of revenge behind this, like, I hope they fall on their face, that kind of a thing. However, throughout the time apart between you and this other side, with that gap in there, you grew. You grew so much. You're being given the Ace of Wands in the beginning of July. You're literally going to be shown a new path where you get to make a decision on what direction. So what may hold you back from achieving this beautiful outcome over here? This is triumph, right? The Judgment card, making a decision to take and go forward. Triumph. Oh, it's a victory call is what it is. If you hang there too long and you try and read between the lines, I feel you're dealing with somebody who now knows how to speak the truth. Maybe they did before, but if they were the one cut off, if there was a third party interference, you didn't get to hear everything that was going on. So they're going to be able to tell the whole story. And if you really focus on the detail too long, you may blow your chance on the time frame. I don't feel you're going to blow your direction and lose the whole picture. But what you are going to do is delay it. All right. So they're saying the challenge will be you don't want to sit there too long. The adversity, right, being in there too long. Now we have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is coming in as an obstacle, as a challenge. For some of you, your intuition may have been telling you it was one direction, but this third party or the other person, the other side, the company, the organization, whoever you were dealing with was telling you it was a different side. And you may have chose to sit there a little bit too long instead of following your gut. Now, follow your intuition. Your intuition, you know, that little pinging in your tummy, right? The little butterflies that squirm around in there. We know when something's right or when something's wrong. It's an instant. It's just like, boom, it's an instant where it hits us right there in the gut, in the solar plexus. So this is also can be an adversity where you might be doubting yourself, or you did in the past, and they're saying, hey, your guides are saying, hey, do not do that. You don't want to make the same mistake again where you did not follow your intuition because you sat there too long trying to debate, is this right? Is this wrong? Because remember, Libra, you are about balance. And if one side of your scales are tipping in one direction, you always want to try and pull it back and get it in balance. But sometimes it moves into that teeter-totter effect. And that's what I feel took place here. So the other adversity is the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped and stuck, not knowing how to do this because of the point of view, the family, everything that was going on around you, the relationship in general, may have made you feel like you were stuck. However, you have the Three of Cups, meaning this is going to turn into a celebration. So you are not stuck and chained. Whatever happened is fixable. It is absolutely fixable. If you quit your job or if you didn't take that promotion, you have a new opportunity coming in right in the beginning of July that's going to help you move forward. It's going to bring back the real you. Okay, it's going to bring back that true passionate side of you. And you won't want to be stuck. So don't sit there too long. That's two cards saying that you could sit a little bit too long. And I know we can all do that, but Libra, we know you do that, right? We do. We all do it. So we have the Three of Pentacles, and you have threes. You're going to be seeing threes all over the place if you have not already started to, Libra. Three of Pentacles. This is you and another person creating a beautiful unit. This is you becoming a team player on a team that is secure, going to work for an organization where you fit into the group and creating camaraderie there. So those of you where you're looking at like this leadership opportunity, getting a promotion where you may be put in the spotlight a little bit, okay, a little bit as a leader. And I don't feel it's full leadership. I feel it's more like junior leadership, a lead, a mid-manager type of a energy, running a project, like a head of a project. Whatever it is, you are going to do great. Because your mind, your body, and your soul, you're going to be in alignment with this. So you're going to be able to work very hard, work very smart, and produce amazing outcomes for this organization. You're going to feel like it fits like a glove because it is part of your destiny. It's part of your plan. The Three of Pentacles is also an adversity here. So when we look at it as a challenge, you want to make sure that you are being your true self so that they accept you exactly for who you are. Remember, you are stepping into a society, into a family dynamic, into some type of a relationship where that authentic you must be real. So use your insight and you will be blown away at what's coming through. Now we're going to pull more detail on this and see if we can get something else for you guys as well. Whatever comes through, I will relate it to you. Then we'll pull Beyond card and Romance. So I hope you guys are doing great and happy July to each and every one of you. It is really going to be an amazing month. It doesn't mean there aren't going to be struggles, as you can see. That's why I pulled these cards. And yours is very, very clear to pay attention to your intuition, but don't sit in it too long. Do not overthink like all air signs. I'm an Aquarius. All air signs can overthink a situation to where we take something and turn it in a whole different direction. Not only that, if you were dealing with a little bit of a manipulator in the past, they may have done that to you. So if you're still around that person, if you're still around that organization, you want to make sure that that does not take place. So please thumbs up this video. Let me know you like it. I'm changing everything on my platform. We're going more to these readings and I'm reducing my in-person sessions. So there is a little time left if you want one. We have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is saying you're a little worn out about this situation, whatever took place. So in that work environment, I feel, that somebody took what was yours. And I do feel for you guys, it was like a promotion. It wasn't necessarily an idea, but it was something that you actually did. You did it, and somebody else said, "Hey, do you like what I did?" Okay, and they took all the eye focus off you and put it on themselves. You might be dealing with a narcissistic character in your work environment, and again, that's going to be very similar in the family. Whatever you've been dealing with, the struggles, even if it's internal healing and seeing that awakening moment, is getting ready to change. You have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Ace of Wands on the bottom. So it's letting us know you are literally going to start a new chapter in your life. This is setting boundaries and always have to watch behind your back and always paying attention and doing more work than you should actually have to do. Now, for some of you in the career front, yours is a mixture of everything. It's not just career. Some of the readings have been more career or more romance. Yours is all of it combined. Like literally, it's going to affect every area of your life. What's taking place in a positive direction in the month of July. So this is being worn out and tired because you had a lot of options. There was a lot of confusion around you regarding this situation. Okay. Regarding this person, there was just too much. I'm hearing the word clutter, a lot of clutter. So that's people telling you stuff that wasn't really real. And they maybe have done it in a way that it looked so valid. But yet when you look back today, you can clearly see that, oh, I don't know how I believed him, So that's what I mean. I feel there was a third party manipulator involved in this situation. All of the clutter, all the confusion, trying to pull down your dreams and put them here on earth, all of this has worn you out. We have the Nine of Wands, and we've got a lot of nines on the board, so you are definitely getting ready to start a new beginning. The new beginnings will start. We feel it in the month of July, and you're going to lead up to it to your birthday time frame in October, late September, early October. That's when the real brand new door opens up fully. So it's starting to open up a little bit, and then it's going to open more, and it's going to open more as you approach the month of October. But this month is kicking it off. I mean, it is really kicking it off. Now, this is not being able to sleep at night, worrying, stressing about whatever it was that took place. Stressing about, am I going to be able to do this? For those of you getting this new promotion, it's a really big deal. Okay, it's a real big deal. When it comes to that family dynamic we're talking about equally, you're stressed out because you may have seen the truth, and a little bit of guilt might be coming through, the mental negative thoughts. How could they, a little bit of that. And it's not necessarily like it was, 2 years ago. It's just enough to keep you awake at night. And for a third group of you, you're staying awake because you're very excited about what's coming, and you recognize it because you know it's going to have a positive outcome. But yet, that Seven of Swords is, did I learn all my lessons? Am I going to do it correctly this time? I don't want to make a mistake. So let's pull one more card for you on the detail as we continue to go forward and see what they want you to know. Okay, we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a Cancer, a Leo, or a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. We'll put Leo. Leo is on the board, by the way. The energy of Leo is here. We definitely have Pisces. You might be dealing with a Pisces, or it took place in the Pisces or Leo season. All right? This King of Cups is an organization that is very good to their people. Normally, they take good care of them. Now, they may have turned their back on you, and what I mean by that, it doesn't mean that they were bad. It means they may have been focused on trying to keep up with the changes that are taking place in the world. automated system, going virtual, everything that took place affected businesses tremendously from one end of the Richter scale all the way to the other. Whether they were big business, small business, it didn't matter. It affected every single person, what is going on. And I feel that they turned their back on you for a reason. However, this is the King of Cups. This opportunity is the King, meaning that they can turn back around and they can embrace it and say, here you go, here's that promotion. Pardon me, I had to look the other way so I could take care of all of these issues, putting out fires so that now the company can move forward in a positive direction. When it comes to an individual, this is the person who keeps you up at night. This is that person that you needed to learn the Seven of Swords energy, right? Where they may have manipulated you, and you have to take your swords of lessons learned and move forward. Everything I'm hearing, Libra, is you have learned your lesson. You are not going to leave back any swords. You are going to move beyond, and we're going to pull a beyond card for those of you who have already done this. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you to start a new relationship, even though you're worn out and tired, and going through this final phase before you start this new phase. It's all coming in the month of July. So I hope that that resonates with you. For those of you where you have already experienced this, we're going to pull a card for you, a beyond card. This is going beyond where you're at, whether you've already moved into your life and soul purpose. You know what your direction is. You know everything that's going on around you. And yet there's still something coming, and you can tell, you can feel it. Some of you, this is a new ascension that you didn't not necessarily know was coming, but it is definitely coming as we look forward. So the card that is for you is self-love. And self-love is saying that the collective conscious needs you to really embrace who you are. Regardless of you being tired, there's something new. This is a new phase, a new experience that's coming into your life to ascend you into a higher level than where you are today. For some of you, it is going to be love, and that self-love is going to be necessary in order to recognize whoever this King of Cups is in your life, this person, this opportunity that's coming in. Self-love means that I understand my value and my worth. So in getting a job offer, you are going to expect adequate compensation for the work that you do. That is a key line that you can say with any employer in an interview, that you deserve adequate compensation for the work that you do. And that is a fact. And you like facts. So there you go. That is a big part of self-love. For the majority of you, this is you walking in a fine new direction. And I feel this is a thin line that's going to get wider. So it's going to start off really, really thin, and then it's going to expand, as you get further into 2023. So you're building up to it, starting this new step in the month of July. Now, it doesn't mean that you aren't going to gain income from it. It doesn't mean that, there's going to be all the kudos that go with it. The door is opening up for you to try a new avenue. And I feel for some of you, in spite of you being tired, in spite of you overworking yourself, you are going to have enough energy to do this because you understand that this is about victory. The overall message for you at the end of the month is reaching an achievement of victory. A judgment call. Do I take this opportunity? Do I go in this direction? And use your higher self, your intuition, the highest power inside of you with that high priestess. You know how to do it very well, Libra, where you know self-love is going to get you to where you need to go. So there's something amazing getting ready to happen for those of you who already feel like you are moving in the right direction. Now we're going to take a look at love. And for those of you in a couple relationship and those of you who are single, we're going to take a look also. So please thumbs up this video and let me know that you like it. I'll be doing these for you on a regular basis, along with a lot other new stuff. So Libra, the card that is coming out for you is you deserve love. Look, and with that self-love, you see, nothing happens by chance in these readings. So you deserve love. Whoever this is that's coming into your life, for those of you that are in a relationship, let's start with you first. Whoever you're dealing with, I feel that some of you are meeting somebody that's going to awaken you in a different level where you're going to see your current partner from a different angle. This is an amazing opportunity where you're going to reconnect and get back on the same vibing energy. And it is going to be amazing. No matter how tired you are, this is that moment where you and your partner have an opportunity to change the direction of where you're going without actually parting ways, because there is a lot of love there. For those of you who are single, you're meeting somebody brand new. And through the confusion all around you in a public area, I feel is where you're going to meet them. It could be on a virtual where you have like a multitude of people on the screen. Through the confusion, you're going to see each other. Your eyes are going to lock, and this person, you're going to like them very much. They're filled with romance, and you love romance. This is a romantic individual. They know how to create poetry. They sing, they dance, they do these things that really connect with Libra on a deep level, and you're going to enjoy every moment with them. This may be the person who you wind up with, but one thing for sure, this person is going to make you realize self-love, that you deserve love, and you're being rewarded for all the hard work and effort through a beautiful union. So you guys, I hope you have an amazing month. Thank you for watching. Much love.